stay with Amherst. Officials for this game, Tom Roberts, Jeff Helmbrecht, and Daryl Carter. And Asa Vandy will inbound for Amherst.
Yeah, three of the best officials in Western New York right there. Veterans, all great refs.
Grayson Baumgartner with the ball for Amherst. Now Vandy and now Sarzinski. Sarzinski takes the three off the back iron, no good. Rebound taken down by Nate Arnold for Clarence, and quickly they're into the front court. Jake Overholt to Jace Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff into the paint, sends it back, and bounce pass to the near side, into the corner, driving toward the basket and trying to dish it off is Nate Arnold that went off a foot. It'll stay with Clarence.
Well, Stu, I've seen screen number 1 there by big number 44, and there was some definite collision contact there on that great screen.
And Clarence will inbound it. Brinkerhoff will drive, kick it into the corner, coming out of there, and then it goes to Brinkerhoff again. He'll put up a shot, no good, tipped up in the air, and goes out of bounds. It'll be Amherst ball. Colin Quinn, the Clarence coach, told me, we're athletes first. We play a tough physical game. We want to play inside and use our size.
I hit the nail on the head. But Amherst has some size, too, with Ngarbo on side, 6'7" senior center.
Sarzinski, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Jackson Tursky. Now, Chris Kenzie told me before the game that this group is unselfish, they're coachable, and he's put in a new offense from what he's seen in the past. His dad, Mark Kenzie, coaches with him, but he's not here tonight, a little under the weather, so hope he feels better. Driving down the lane, missing the layup. The rebound is put up and in by Nate Arnold after the Brinkerhoff miss. 2-0 Clarence. Now back the other way for Amherst, and there's our first foul. That's on Tursky for a reach-in.
Yeah, there was a good example. You can have the physicality all you want, but you can play good, tough defense, but you have to do it with great technique. And that was poor technique, which resulted in the foul, and that's what Clarence can have if they're going to come out on top.
Grayson Baumgartner for the Tigers. Still has the ball, stops the dribble, gets it to Asa Vandy. Now on the near side to Thomas McCarthy. He spins, tries to dish it off, almost lost the ball, and Garbo looks like he actually, Garbo actually had the ball knocked away. It was out of bounds off of Clarence.
And I don't think Ngarbo's used to seeing that in practice, right, Stu?
No, probably not.
Triple towers.
Oh, there's an interception by Nate Arnold. He slips, falls, somehow didn't lose possession. Ball knocked away by Sarzinski, puts it up. No good, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Thomas McCarthy, who shoots, banks it in for a three, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Tigers.
Banks have been open all night, Stu.
We should go make some withdrawals. Here's Overholt into the front court. And knocked away by the big man. Good defensive play by Ngarbo. Now coming into the front court, driving toward the basket, putting it up, but it won't fall is Grayson Baumgartner. He does draw the foul, though.
Yeah, excellent job by Amherst. You don't really see that a lot, right, Stu? The big man digging and raping, helping somebody else posting up, but that's what Coach Kenzie's going to need. I always say early in the season, you need your defense to take care of business while your offense takes a little time to figure itself out, especially if Coach Kenzie's got some new offensive sets in, and there's a perfect example. So that's the backbone of Coach Kenzie's program. Like I said, he's going to make Clarence uncomfortable all night long.
Well, the first free throw is good. I remember when Chris Kenzie played for his dad. That was a long time ago. He was an outstanding player. That one's around and out, and Clarence comes down with the rebound. Is that right about the same time you were playing?
Well, I was going to say, Stu, I got that beat. I can remember when he was ball boy when I played.
Okay.
I played for his father.
Okay.
Who's home watching. Coach Kenzie, shout out to you. Hope you're feeling better.
And the ball goes out of bounds off of Clarence. It'll be Amherst ball. Well, you're a North Tonawanda guy. Did you and Mike Moranto from Damon play together?
No, I went to Maryvale.
Oh, you're a Maryvale.
90s,
okay, because you coached at North Tonawanda.
Yep,
Mike's a North Tonawanda Hall of Famer.
He's down here walking around. He's running the show here.
Yeah, he is the man at Damon.
Mike would have been class of 2001.
And the jump shot is no good by Amherst. Clarence gets the rebound. Clarence with the early 4-2 lead. Jace Brinkerhoff for the Red Devils. Now Harper McKenzie. And Jackson Tursky spins. Kicks it out to Jake Overholt. Short jump shot is good. It's a 2, and we're tied at 4.
The lost art of the pull-up. Really good offense there from Clarence. Notice they got the ball down on the block. That created the inside out. Now the defender was racing.
Driving toward the basket, laying it up, and in is Grayson Baumgartner. Nice play there by the Amherst senior.
Yep, Grayson got minutes last year. I remember him showing that senior leadership.
Overhaul, near side to Harper McKenzie. And McKenzie gets it back. Has the ball knocked out of his hands, but it'll stay with them. Knocked out by Asa Vandy.
Yeah, so far for Clarence, too much looking out at the perimeter and trying to reverse it. Just play through the post. They've got advantages in there. And you don't have to score inside on that block, but you become a passer, and a lot of good offense flows off of it.
Brody Kaufman gets it back to Harper, and they lose the ball. Stolen by Clarence. Here comes Baumgartner. Up ahead to Sarzinski. Puts it up. No good. And Garbo gets the rebound and scores. You know, one of the little things that, this is my pet peeve. Why did the player have to take that dribble instead of just going right up? Go right up. You'll either get the basket or the foul. That extra dribble gives the defense that split second to adjust. Just my pet peeve.
Well, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
But Garbo has been trained to run to that rim every single possession. Unless maybe he gets a defensive rebound, maybe then he can set what's called a drag screen in transition. But he's flying to that rim, and he did
the right thing. He went right up.
Well, and he expected to miss. You always expect your teammate to miss that. And as a player going like you're saying, just go up. I got a teammate right behind me that's going to clean it up for me. But nice timeout there by Coach Colin Quinn.
Well, it's easy for me to say it from sitting up here. There's McKenzie to Overholt. They'll get the ball into the front court. Will Clarence wide open underneath, banked up and in by Jackson Tursky, who had to take that dribble. Got away with it that time, didn't he? Now back the other way. We got a traveling called on Thomas McCarthy of Amherst. And it'll be Clarence ball.
Coach Kenzie's given the little three-quarter court press. 2-2-1. You'll see a 2-2-1 press, a 1-2-2. He's going to switch it up. There's the trap.
And it's Clarence into the front court. They find the big man underneath, Hoffman.
No dribble that
right,
time, Stu.
Exactly. Well, the way his body was positioned, he couldn't have done it anyway, right? But you are right. No dribble. Just a little one of my pet peeves, that's all. I have another one that I don't think we'll see tonight. Baumgartner gets it underneath. Oh, the big man can't get it to fall, and Clarence gets the rebound. That's quite a battle between Ngarbo and Kaufman. Two large young men. Harper, almost lost the handle on it, did Overholt. And now driving the baseline, dishing it off. That layup is missed. Put up, no good, a foul. And that's a foul on Amherst as Jackson Tursky couldn't get that one to fall.
Well, it's a great point you made about the two bigs, Stu. And what I'm interested in seeing of how Coach Kenzie rotates Ngarbo to really run that rim. I think he's going to probably sub out every 4 minutes and keep the centers fresh and try and really wear down number 44 for the
Brody
Clarence.
Kaufman.
Yes. And there, okay, look at that. There he goes.
Good call. Yep. You must have been a coach or something somewhere.
Well, that's something I always like to do, and especially if you've got the luxury of having a few bigs. Just rotate them every 3 to 4 minutes and have them run in the rim.
Second free throw is no good, and the ball is taken by Amherst. Sarzinski to Grayson Baumgartner on the far side. Nice little move there by Baumgartner. Goes right to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Loose ball controlled by Clarence.
Yeah, great move there by Baumgartner, but you've seen the size from Clarence. Made him alter the shot just a little bit.
So now Clarence into the front court, and it's knocked away briefly. Clarence gets it back, does Jackson Tursky, and he'll kick it into the corner for the open three. Around and out as Brinkerhoff couldn't get it to go, and that one will go Amherst way.
Yeah, great block out there by Asa Vandy, but that's about the 10th or 11th shot we've seen tonight, in and out on these rims. I don't know if that ball's got a little too much air in it, or it's probably a brand new basketball for one, which is never fun to play with.
Well, obviously the New England Patriots didn't deflate any of these.
Little zone.
Starzinski, Declan Smith, and Baumgartner drives, has his shot blocked. Battle underneath and off the hands of Grayson Baumgartner. Good battle there.
Absolutely. You got Brody Kaufman coming over again, the 6'5 senior. Excellent defense. We call that brick wall. Hands behind the ears, so you don't give that referee any opportunity to call that foul.
I like that, brick wall. McKenzie into the front court, looks for a teammate, finds one. Nate Arnold puts up a shot, no good. Rebound put up and in by Jackson Tursky, and it's an 11-8 lead for Clarence.
Again, though, Stu, he took the three-point shot from the shaded area on the court of this college court.
Oh, okay.
And that's why it was just that short.
He's not used to the college line.
Well, it's difficult. It's just your natural feel. I got to be behind this line, but you've seen it all night. Some kids can hit them from out there, but.
Overholt now on the far side. Clarence. Back to McKenzie, puts up a shot, hits the back iron, no good. Baumgartner comes down with the rebound for Amherst. Quickly into the front court. Ooh, that was a funny bounce. Short jump shot is good by Declan Smith. And it's 11-10 in favor of Clarence.
Okay, here's that 1-2-2 press. So this is an odd front press.
Oh, great. He just went right through it, did Arnold. Tursky banks it up and in. Nice play by Jackson Tursky. Well, they didn't get that. Defense was nice, but he went right straight through it.
Well, he did, but he was very fortunate to get it. That chances of that happening again are slim and none.
Declan Smith underneath, the reverse won't go. And Starzinski had a chance. He gets his own rebound, falls to the ground, saved it momentarily. Tursky gets it. It's a 2-on-1 for Clarence, driving right to the basket, putting it up and in, and getting the foul is Nate Arnold. So some great work by Clarence on that one.
Do a quick replay on that. This is a 4-on-1. The Amherst player. All right, yeah, that's a heck of a call there by veteran official Tom Roberts. Thanks for the replay. So there's proof that you can stop a 4-on-1.
Starzinski, final 7 seconds of the first quarter. Stolen. And Mackenzie Harper can't control it. Loose ball on the floor, and the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. After one quarter, it is Clarence 13, Amherst 10. You're watching Section 6 boys basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
We're back at Damon University, the Lumsden Gymnasium where the Damon Wildcats play. It's been a great night of high school basketball, opening night for all 6 teams involved in this Coaches versus Cancer triple header. I'm Stu Boyer along with Ryan Mountain, Heidi Gunther, our producer, Russ Pataglia, and Mike Goodberry are our photographers tonight. We've seen some good crowds for all 3 of these games tonight, Ryan. I think people are just excited to have the season kick off.
No doubt about it, and hats off to this event for setting up 3 outstanding basketball games with all solid programs that are consistently good. Coach Kenzie, he's gone small here. He's got Noah Giles playing center, a junior. So that tells me he's going to crank up the defense, probably get some traps going, and definitely some folk there. I called it. There's a trap.
Well, and here's Clarence with the ball. Brinkerhoff spinning now into the corner it goes, and another spin. There's the big man Kaufman. He'll send it out to Nate Arnold.
And they're playing behind, Stu. If Amherst is playing behind, that center has to get the basketball for Clarence.
Driving, laying it up and in beautifully is Jace Brinkerhoff. Well, that's one way to beat it.
Yeah. Well, it was good ball swing. And the player didn't hold the ball. He just immediately attacked.
Baumgartner drives, tries to dish it off. He does. And then that shot is blocked by Noah Giles. You said the small man. Well, the roster shows him at 6'4".
Well,
small.
But he looks pretty small out there against that front line of Clarence.
He does. Yeah. He certainly does. I have to agree
with that.
Ooh,
he was open there. He was open there. Inbounder missed him.
Thomas McCarthy on the far side to Declan Smith. And Sarzinski now on the far side. Baumgartner for 3. No good. Rebound to Clarence's Brinkerhoff. And he'll bring it up the floor himself with Sarzinski guarding him as the big man from Amherst prepares to check back in. Clarence with the ball in the front court, into the corner. Long range shot is no good. Amherst gets the rebound. It goes off of Baumgartner, but they're going to say that's Clarence ball as Garbo comes back into the game for Amherst.
Well, as far as Clarence goes, Stu, they're doing a disservice to their screener. They're not rubbing their defender off. You want to come off shoulder to hip on these screening situations. They're allowing too much space in between the screener and the player being screened for the defender to get in there. You got a nice small pocket pass there.
And Brody Kaufman scores to stretch the Clarence lead to 7. Coming back the other way, Baumgartner to the basket and draws the foul. Hopefully he's all right. He hit the wall hard.
And then Garbo did a great job of sealing off number 44 there. Who was late on the help because he sealed him.
I wonder if both these young men play football too, just out of pure curiosity. They certainly have the size.
I would assume yes, but times have changed since our day, Stu.
I'm not touching that.
It's
You're trying to say that moms don't want their boys to play football? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I was going to say the game's just sort of evolved to more of a spread offense type of thing, not the big power running game anymore. So,
second free throw is good.
Sort of like basketball. Okay, here we go. We got a 2-1-2 press. So, as forecasted, this is the third full court press that we've seen from Amherst, trying to make them think a little bit.
And they get it into the front court, almost lost it, did Overholt. Ooh. And now Clarence has it in the corner for an open 3. It hits the back iron, no good. Baumgartner comes down with the rebound and heads into the front court by himself and go right to the basket. It's no good. The rebound's taken down by Brinkerhoff. And long pass into the front court for Clarence. And they'll work it into Brody Kaufman. He'll try the reverse layup, won't go, and Garbo affected that shot and got the rebound. And here comes Amherst back the other way. Baumgartner puts it up, no good, and Garbo after the rebound puts it up and in. And that's what size can do for you.
Size and hustle.
Yes, and good athleticism. Now there it's Kaufman. Now driving along the baseline, and Garbo blocks the shot, but he's called for the foul on Nate Arnold. And that will put Arnold at the line.
Well, on that previous possession from Clarence, they did an excellent job of getting the ball inside to Brady Kaufman. But to my point, you don't have to score. Amherst did a great job. They took that shot away. They pushed him out with their chest underneath the backboard, which is proper technique. So he has to recognize, I don't have a shot. He had a wide open three-point shooter right here in this corner by our side. He's got to recognize that. The shot's not there. I've got 2 people on me. Great opportunity to kick out for a wide open shot. Or the defense now is running out on the shooter, and the shooter can attack him with a dribble.
So I guess anytime someone's double teamed, somebody's got to be open. If you can see them, you got to get them the ball.
To be honest with you, Stu, that's the name of the game. You want to force 2 players on the ball, because then if you're smart, you're going to have a wide open shot opportunity.
Baumgartner on the far side for Amherst. He'll take a shot. Good. Nice looking jump shot for 2. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, Grayson has had a really nice game.
And that one pass is tipped up in the air. Great hustle there. Going to the basket, but not scoring is Aaron Ostrov for Clarence. And Sarzinski comes down the lane. His shot won't go, and Garbo tips it up in the air. Clarence comes down with that one. Overhauled has it. Up on the far side to Mackenzie Harper. Now the jumper from the corner is good. A 3-pointer for Aaron Ostrov. And it's 21-15 Clarence. So some good ball movement there by the Red Devils.
Yeah, Ostrov coming in as a reserve and changing the game. That's the role of the reserve players.
Baumgartner goes to the basket. He's cut off. Kaufman blocks his shot, gets the ball back, has it knocked away by Aaron Ostrov, and it'll be Clarence ball.
And that previous 3-point shot for Clarence, you'll live with that if you're Coach Kenzie. He still wants to play fast. He wants to speed Clarence up. And that was a contested 3 in transition. Hats off to Clarence for hitting the shot.
Here's Overholt. He'll go down the lane, put it up, no good. The big man in Garbo is there to get the rebound, and then that's another shot he impacted. Baumgartner comes back the other way. Asa Vandy takes the short jump shot and scores, and it's 21-17.
Back-to-back, good high percentage shots from Amherst. Good shot fake, 2 dribble pull-up, shots that you take all summer long.
So now Clarence looking for an answer. Overholt to Brinkerhoff. He spins, puts up a shot, banks it in, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Thomas McCarthy. And here's Asa Vandy for the Amherst Tigers. Vandy still with the ball. Into the corner. Baumgartner. Now Sarzinski thought about the 3, almost traveled. Vandy will take the 3 and score. And it's a 21-20 game.
Excellent ball movement and player movement against that 2-3 zone, resulting in a wide open, silky smooth shot from Vandy.
Vanderholt into the corner to Aaron Ostrov, who hit a 3 a moment ago, and the ball is tipped away from Brody Kaufman, and it's Amherst ball. Thomas McCarthy with it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Aaron Ostrov, so the ball will stay with Amherst, and we'll get a couple of substitutions. Declan Smith comes back in for Amherst. Kaufman goes out, and he is replaced by, I could not, it's number 25, and once again, I don't have a 25 on this roster. How odd is that?
Yeah, it's right off the section website.
Well, they must have changed the number and not told us. Here's Vandy. Far side 3 off the iron by McCarthy. Clarence gets the rebound. Overhauled goes right to the basket, tried to go through 3 people, and said Ostrov for 3 off the back iron, no good. And Garbo comes down with the rebound. And here goes Baumgartner. He puts it up and in. And Amherst gets the lead, 22-21.
Yeah, Baumgartner's played a really nice game on both ends. He's fearless, attacking the basket.
Mackenzie Harper into the corner now. Ostrov one more time. Back to Harper. Almost stolen. That was a dangerous pass, but he got away with it. And driving down the lane, putting it up and in is Jace Brinkerhoff. And Clarence goes back in the lead.
Another fearless drive going in there with the one hand. I was expecting Ngarpo to send that one about half court, but he got it up quick. As you see, hands on the hips from the big man from Amherst. He's pretty tired.
Well, I think he's going to get a breather any second here. Vandy, cross-court pass to Declan Smith. And the 3 hits the iron by Thomas McCarthy. Loose ball underneath. And that ball will go with Clarence.
And that's another sign of, you see Ngarpo, he's asking for a sub.
He's waving the hand.
Well, he had that good position for that inside finish, but if you notice, his energy was away from the basket, and that's a fatigue, lack of balance. So both bigs are out now.
Noah Giles comes back in to take the place of Ngarbo.
We got here.
So it's Harper, and we get a whistle. Let's see what the whistle is for. Something with the clock?
I believe shot clock did not start.
Yep, you're right. Good catch.
Very important minute 25 here, Stu, as you always want to finish the half with a little momentum going into that locker room. So that's what you're thinking right now. Just win this last minute.
So it's Clarence ball. They have the lead. And Overholt into the front court. Hands it up to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerholt. He'll put up a short jump shot, bank it up. No good. Declan Smith gets the rebound for Amherst. Almost stolen. Instead, it's Grayson Baumgartner coming back the other way as we approach the final minute. Into the corner now, Sarzinski in the paint, banks it up and in. And Amherst now has a 3-point lead, almost stolen by Declan Smith. Instead, it's Clarence into the front court, driving right down the lane, putting it up and in is Harper McKenzie.
And now Clarence has gone small as well, so as you're seeing the game's a little bit more spread out now.
Thomas McCarthy into the paint, stops, puts up the shot and scores. Well, we're getting a little back and forth here in this last minute.
Well, the rim protection is on the bench for both teams, so.
Well, here's Clarence. Ostrov puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Sarzinski for Amherst, and he's quickly into the front court. Less than 20 seconds to play. Sarzinski sends it back. Now Baumgartner drives down the lane, and he dishes it off. Put up, hits the rim, taken down by Harper McKenzie. He'll drive into the front court. Aaron Ostrov spots up and nails the three-pointer. He had all day to shoot that, and the buzzer sounds to end the first half with Amherst trailing Clarence by 2, 28-26. You want to make a final point about that final minute?
Just that little bit of momentum that shot just created. We went from down one at halftime to up 2, and the ball went in last. So Clarence will just have that little bit of feeling good going into the locker room. Huge shot.
You know, felt like he had all day to throw that.
Yeah.
If the Bills could protect Josh Allen like that on every play, can you imagine that? I mean, he just spotted up and there was no one near him. Good shooters aren't going to miss.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was in rhythm. A great pass going down the floor. But Coach Kenzie will have a little answer for that. I think that it was interesting that Coach Kenzie went small and then Coach Quinn went small. And then you seen the game opened up. There was about 10 points scored. So I like watching the chess game in the second half.
And we'll be back with that second half shortly. Right now at halftime, it is Amherst trailing Clarence 28-26. You're watching Section 6 Boys High School Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
When I stopped playing sports competitively, One of the hardest things to get over was that wonderful feeling in your stomach, those butterflies, when you're leaving the locker room and walking out onto the court. That feeling where you're about to compete. For me, being an attorney, and more specifically, being a trial attorney, that is a very similar feeling, that feeling deep down in your gut when you're about to walk into a courtroom and start your trial. I love to compete. I love that at the end of a competition, there's a winner and a loser. And I want to win for my client, who has one chance. That is what drives O'Brien and Ford. I have always aligned myself with the underdog, but I spent the first decade of my career on the defense side, working for the insurance companies in personal injury actions. But I found myself drawn to the plaintiff side, going up against the large insurance companies. What guides me is knowing that our clients have one and only chance to get compensation that is fair. How do we get there? We work harder than our opponent. The trial process is a grind, and what it reminds me of is going back to those days as a Division I athlete. You're practicing, you're in the weight room, you're watching video, you're preparing for the contest. And so there are similarities when you're trying a case where your client has one and only shot. It's no different than the championship game that you've spent weeks, months, your entire life preparing for. When you choose the twos, I promise you, no lawyer will work harder than we do.
Education has power. Binghamton University students discover it, apply it, unleash it. Unleash your education today.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication. We will get you back on your feet, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals, case managers.
At Richmond Vona, if you call us quickly after your accident, we'll help you get it filed for you. We have more team members. We have the best systems and processes, the best technology, and our team members are motivated and incentivized to move our clients' cases along as quickly as possible, but without sacrificing the amount of money we can get our clients. Because at the end of the day, we are not some settlement mill. We are not like some of these TV lawyers who just want to get you the first settlement offer and get you out the door so they can move on to the next. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Well, we're at halftime of the third game of the triple header, and we have Clarence leading this one 28-26. Been a great game, Ryan Mountain. It's just a lot of back and forth, great coaching decisions, a lot of strategy. Seemingly the strategy changing almost every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it really has. And obviously, I know Coach Kenzie and Amherst basketball for over the years, so I know what to expect out of them, and you're going to see more of that. And in fact, I think you'll probably see a little bit more pressure from Coach Kenzie in the second half. Because he's looking for some weaknesses. It's early in the season, and you don't know much about each other than maybe getting a film on a scrimmage. But as far as getting to know Coach Colin Quinn and his tendencies of coaching, I think it's exactly what you're talking about. It's a good chess match between the two coaches, but also as from a player perspective, they're just getting their feet wet early in the season, trying to get some rhythm, trying to get some continuity with each other. But as far as Clarence goes, I think they really have to get the ball inside to number 44, Brody Kaufman, because Amherst is playing behind him. Now, whether that's by design or it's because they just can't get around to front him, but if anytime you see that, you must get your ball into your center, especially if he's a scoring threat like Kaufman is. But there's so much you can do off the ball once that ball gets pounded into that block. The 4 areas on the court you want to attack the most are the 2 elbows and the 2 blocks, because it's all angles. So there's been, I'd say, 6 to 7 opportunities they've had either him or another post player with a Amherst player pinned inside, and they haven't even been looking. So it'll be interesting to see if someone on Coach Quinn's staff has recognized that, and if you see them attacking more from the inside, because that's what he wanted to do. That's what he told you prior to the game. But for Coach Kenzie, he's got to be pleased. You know, I think he's got a team that he values, like you said, he values unselfishness and hard working. So you're going to have a good season, regardless of how many wins that you have. You're still going to have a great season when you have those intangibles on your team. But they're starting to learn from each other a lot, because they had a lot of talent the last couple of years. So there's some kids coming in and getting the feel. I think Bumgarner is a perfect example. He's coming in and done some really nice things. I look at Starzinski, number 15, who was a big contributor last year, but he was surrounded with some more skilled players, and now he's going to be asked to kick his game up a notch, and you can see he might not be comfortable with that, and that's okay. But I think number 0 there, Asa Vandy, a senior, he's hit a couple of huge shots. I think the game changed when he and the other players hit a couple pull-up jumpers against that zone. That helped Amherst get a little bit of momentum. So I look at this. Coach Kenzie, I think he's going to increase the pressure, trap a little bit more. In order to do his full court press, they need to score, of course. And I think Coach Quinn is going to go inside more in the second half. That's my assumption.
Well, if you look at Coach Quinn's roster, Kaufman 6'4", and Arnold Kaufman 6'5", Arnold 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'4", 6'4". That's a bunch of guys 6'4" and over. Now, a couple of those guys are still on the bench. And Amherst does have the big man in Garbo. And they have Noah Giles. And, we 6'1" is the next tallest on that team. So, height-wise, and Coach Quinn did say he wanted to play a physical game. So, we'll see if they can turn up the physicality here in the second half as we get set for the second half. Once again, the officials, Tom Roberts, Jeff Helmbricht, and Daryl Carter. Been a great night of basketball here at Damon University. Where the Wildcats play, that's where we're at. Lumsden Gymnasium on the campus of Damon University. Clarence will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and I said in the first game, Stu, a lot of times these early games on an unusual court, you get that feel like it's a glorified scrimmage, like these guys are just you haven't got that feeling tonight. All 3 games have been really, really high-level basketball, and that's a credit to the coaches and the players that probably looked at this game and said, first game of practice, and said, okay, we got to go through a couple days of tryouts, but the bus is leaving now because we must be ready on the 3rd of December.
Well, we're excited to have the season start. Western New York Athletics will have just about every high school sport you can think of on our air at some point, and a lot of high school basketball. And I'm sure we'll have boys and girls, and we'll have high school hockey as well, among numerous other sports. And we look forward to bringing them all to you, and we enjoy them all as we get set for the start of the second half. And that's going to be Amherst ball as the officials changed that. Looked like it was going to be Clarence ball. Instead, it'll be Amherst.
Well, going back to tonight and the 3 teams, Jamestown had about a 2-hour bus ride on the way up, and Amherst had about a 2-minute walk.
Yeah, right. Just walk right across the street. Baumgartner with the ball now as we start the second half. Being guarded by Nate Arnold. Pass it to Asa Vandy. Overhaul's guarding him. Now Grayson Baumgartner drives down the lane, puts it up, it won't go, but he does draw the foul. He was like a contortionist the way he moved his body and got that shot off.
Yeah, I really like his game, Stu. He's fearless. So he was going in there to all that beef that you were just talking about, and he didn't care, and he did not shy away from the contact. If he would have shied away from the contact, the ref wouldn't have given the call. He embraced the contact, and he finished through it. Well, he didn't finish it, but he's got rewarded with 2 free throws because he attacked the contact.
And he made the first one. He has the chance to tie the game here if he can make this second one. And he does, and we're all tied at 28.
Here's your pressure.
And Clarence looking to get the ball into the front. That hesitation can really ruin you. But fortunately, he didn't hesitate, did Jackson Tursky. Looked like he might, and then he decided, no, I got to go straight forward. Brinkerhoff has the ball knocked out of his hands, but it comes down in a Clarence hand. Out into the corner, Nate Arnold for 3. Off the iron, no good. And Garbo had the ball go, well, no, it did not go. Now that ball will stay with Clarence. That was probably off the big man in Garbo.
Yeah. Like they were both fighting over it.
And they get it to Brody Kaufman, had his shot blocked, tied up with the big man in Garbo, who I think inadvertently had his arm wrapped around Kaufman's neck, and Kaufman smartly backed away. And a lot of
jump ball?
Contact there. No jump ball there. It'd be Clarence ball. They get it to Kaufman, puts it on the floor, tries to go up, gets it back to a teammate, and Brinkerhoff takes the jump shot around and out. Kaufman tries to go over in Garbo. He can't do it, and it's Amherst ball. Starzinski into the front court, now into the corner. Now it's Vandy for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Overholt gets the rebound for Clarence.
That was that college three-point line again, Stu.
And driving toward the basket, and Garbo blocks the shot. And Amherst misses, or Clarence misses. There's a foul underneath as Jackson Tursky couldn't get it to go, but he will go to the free throw line for 2.
Well, we talked about it at halftime. We assumed that Clarence was going to try to attack that gut of their opponent, and it's quite obvious they did. Because there was 3 of them in there.
And the first free throw is missed, so the game stays tied. Nichols won the opener tonight. They beat Williamsville North, and St. Joe's beat Jamestown. And that second free throw is no good. Kaufman had the rebound, but couldn't hold on to it. And now they'll kick it out, driving toward the bounce pass. Nice play there. That's good action as Jackson Tursky gets the bucket. Really nice play there.
Yep, and it all started with the inside-out action because the defender has to run out at the offensive player, and then the offensive player just drove by him. That breaks your defense down.
Starzinski dribbling. Phil has it, stops his dribble, gets it to Baumgartner, who goes right to the basket, lays it up and in. Grayson Baumgartner, another bucket, and we're tied at 30.
Yep, it's scouting report. If he didn't have one, you have one now. He likes to attack the basket from the drive, and you have to play off him and see if he can shoot.
Now spinning, Tursky, and Garbo steals the ball, gets it ahead to Baumgartner. He'll go right to the basket. He'll miss the layup, and the rebound is put up by Adam Starzinski, but it won't fall. But he does draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, excellent job by Adam, following up his teammate, expecting the miss. Well, Stu, early in the season, you would hope that all of your players are properly conditioned, but sometimes you see that. In fact, the first 2 games, you can really get away with saying we did see some fatigue late in both of those games because there was a couple plays that resulted in some either physical fatigue or mental fatigue.
Well, Starzinski made 1 of 2, and Amherst has a 1-point lead now. And back the other way comes Nate Arnold for Clarence. Almost he did throw it away. Tried to get it to Jake Overholt, but the pass was too hard.
And that was another example of Amherst trapping, forcing a turnover.
That Scotty Bowman used to talk about the panic threshold.
Ooh.
That looked like a little bit of that, a little bit of panic. Doesn't take much for it to set in.
Well, Coach Kenzie's players are on another drive by Baumgartner.
And the three-pointer is around and out, tipped up in the air, and Garbo gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. And there's a block underneath by Clarence. Asa Vandy gets it. He'll take a short jumper, no good. And Garbo gets another rebound. Now Asa Vandy thought about it, Thomas McCarthy pulls it back, gets it to Grayson Baumgartner. 22 and now 20 on that shot clock. What a battle. And he puts up a three, hits the iron, no good. He follows up his own shot, puts up the running one-hander, it's blocked. Nicely done by Jackson Tursky.
Might have been a double block there, Stu.
It was a great defensive play. Now into the corner on the far side, comes back out, Tursky. Near side, Nate Arnold drives to the basket, blocked by Ngarbo, but there's a foul.
And that is a good, hard drive there by, let's see, that number 30, Nate Arnold. That's, again, what you say, 6'4", senior. And the only way they were going to stop him there is if they fouled him.
And the first free throw is no good. We're seeing a lot of missed free throws tonight, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with it being the opening of the season.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying, I was thinking the same thing. I can't believe how poor the free throw shooting's been tonight from every team.
Second free throw is good. And we're all tied at 31, almost halfway through the third quarter. Adam Sarzinski for Amherst stops the dribble to Asa Vandy on the far side. Vandy gets like a double pick. Now Sarzinski thought about the shot. Instead, he dishes it off. Almost stolen. Vandy gets it back. Driving. Oh, the ball is taken away by Clarence after the pass by Thomas McCarthy. Nate Arnold going back the other way. Stops. Has it stolen by Sarzinski. Taken back and knocked to Harper McKenzie. Nate Arnold drives. Banks it up. He missed the layup. And Baumgartner gets the rebound. So some missed shots here. And they get a foul there.
I don't know how that shot did not go in.
Neither does he.
He was above the rim.
He's got to be shell-shocked that it didn't go in. That's, yeah, you know, the basketball guys decided that wasn't going in, right?
I get. Well, I do like the fact that Clarence went into their 2-3 zone. I think that's a good call by Coach Colin Quinn. Of course, Nate Arnold's getting some rest with that 6'4", but what's your number 4 has just come in the game. He's 6'1", so that's a good wing defender.
Here's Sarzinski for Amherst. We're tied at 31 late in the third quarter. Gets it to Grayson Baumgartner. Baumgartner puts it on the floor. The running one-hander, no good. Tipped up in the air. Put up, no good. Baumgartner again. Then Thomas McCarthy, and McCarthy scores. And Amherst gets a 2-point lead. And bringing the ball up the floor is Jackson Tursky. He tried to dish it off to the big man Brody Kaufman, but didn't work. I don't know if that pass hit something or not, but it didn't work, and it's a turnover.
And that's exactly why I predicted Coach Kenzie would crank up that pressure, because you just made the Clarence player think, oh, I could just put my head down and dribble by him, and then he's uncomfortable with a poor technique pass, basically an unforced turnover if he just would have used the proper technique. But hats off to Coach Kenzie for recognizing that weakness in Clarence.
Well, unforced errors in any sport will destroy a team. Individual sport or a team sport. And you're right, they have turned up the defense, and for Clarence, for its size, you got to have point guards who can handle the ball. Not saying they don't, but if you're really big and you really need one of those guys to find the big guys.
Sure. Well, make no mistake, the pressure forced him to play a little faster than he's comfortable playing. And then when I say unforced, meaning the technique was poor. He just tried to just shovel it with one hand. He needed to come down with just better technique, but that's what pressure does. It makes you play at an uncomfortable pace.
You speeded them up, and they're out of control a little bit.
Yep. But again, on the defensive end, Clarence just keeps running at the great player from Amherst, Grayson Baumgartner. I mean, they're running at him, and he's just blowing by him every time. He's breaking the defense down with his drives. You got to recognize that and take his drive away, because right now that's Amherst's best offense is number 10 driving.
And it's Baumgartner with the ball right now. Takes a bump from Jake Overholt. Good battle there.
That's what you don't want right there.
Kicks it out to Sarzinski. Thought about taking a shot. Declan Smith now with the ball. Bounce pass to Sarzinski. Near side, McCarthy shoots off the iron, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Clarence. And the Red Devils will bring the ball up the floor. Jackson Tursky got that rebound.
McCarthy was a little off balance there on that three-point shot.
Now Tursky, he put that elbow out, no call there. he got a little good fortune there, because usually when that elbow comes up, the whistle blows. At least that's what I would think.
Yeah, and then he was fortunate enough, he dribbled it off. The defender was fortunate because it was dribbled off his foot.
Harper McKenzie inbounds it to Brody Kaufman, and it was tipped away, but it comes to Jace Brinkerhoff. He'll take the shot, hit the iron, no good. Rebound, and now a feed to Brody Kaufman. He'll put it up and in. No foul on the play. We're tied at 33.
Yeah, great balance, great post speed there, but I still say Clarence is doing a disservice to Kaufman because, like, on that inbounds play, they just exchanged. There was no solid screening action at all.
Baumgartner now for Amherst. Runs into Overholt. Ball gets knocked out of bounds there. Clarence forces the turnover.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that's really good technique on the defense. The previous possession, he got up too far into him, so Baumgartner was able to blow by him. But that one, he backed off a little bit, gave him a little bit of cushion, and then he deflected the side of the basketball off of his knee. That's great D.
Overholt on the far side for Clarence. Now near side to Harper McKenzie. Spin move, puts it up, won't go. Goes Jackson Tursky. Now Amherst back the other way. The pass a little too long, but Grayson Baumgartner hauls it in and scores to give Amherst the lead. Clarence had a man wide open. Instead, they'll drive down the lane. Will Jace Brinkerhoff. That shot won't go. Now on the far side, guess who? Up and in for Grayson Baumgartner, and it's a 4-point lead for the Amherst Tigers. Now into the front court, Overholt. Ooh, he hit his head. I hope he's okay. There's a collision, an immediate whistle. Believe that's Declan Smith. Banged his head on the court. We heard that collision all the way up here. That had to hurt. Oh, he's not, hopefully he's all right. Might be a lot woozy. That was a nasty, and Coach Kenzie telling everybody to get off the court. So we're going to take a quick break. 1:21 to go in the third quarter. And Amherst leading 37-33. You're watching Section 6 Boys High School Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Declan Smith got up and walked off under his own power. That sounded awful. Hopefully it sounded worse than it really was. And he's out of the game momentarily at least. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he's fine. And it'll still be Amherst ball, and Asa Vandy will inbound it to Adam Sarzinski.
Tell you, Stu, about 2 possessions prior, that was a beautiful three-quarter court pass over the top of the defense to Baumgartner for the layup. That was probably the best play of the night, in my opinion.
Sarzinski to Grayson Baumgartner. His drive is cut off that time. And he'll get it to Thomas McCarthy. Now Vandy, Sarzinski, near side. No foul there. Looked like he got hit for the big man in Garbo. And Garbo takes a couple of dribbles, gets it to Thomas McCarthy. There's a shot from Baumgartner, no good. It goes up high over the rim and out of bounds, so that'll be Clarence ball.
Yeah, that's better defense there from Clarence. Let's see if Baumgartner can hit a perimeter shot. But I think number 5 for Clarence, Jake Overholt, point guard, he's really played hard tonight on both ends of the floor, especially on the defensive end.
This is Overholt with the ball, beats the double team, gets it to Tursky. Tursky into the corner. Aaron Ostrov for 3, good. Aaron Ostrov, that's his second, maybe his third 3 of the night, and it's a 1-point game. Now Vandy. Overholt guarding him. Vandy to McCarthy, and the ball is taken away by Clarence Tursky. And long pass up ahead and a little too far, but they do not rescue it.
It looked like he might have saved it, but Dale Carter is right there. So now Amherst is sort of speeding up a little fast now.
Funny how that works, the ebb and flows of all these games. There's Sarzinski with the ball for Amherst. Final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Sarzinski trapped in the corner. And then ball loose, and Garbo has it. Gets it off to Baumgartner. They'll dish it out to McCarthy for three. No good. And that basket will not count. And the third quarter comes to a close with Clarence trailing Amherst by one by a score of 37-36. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter. You're watching Section 6 Boys High School Basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
WNYAthletics.com. You can link me later.
WNYAthletics. Your home for high school sports.
Yes.
We're back. It's a 1-point game here with Amherst trailing Clarence 37-36, and you wanted to say?
Well, we got ECIC 1 versus ECIC 3 here tonight. But just taking a peek at the schedules here, I see Coach Kenzie has scheduled his non-league schedule against 5 separate Niagara Frontier League teams. He's going to go to Lockport, then he's got Ken West at home. He's going to CSAT, North Tonawanda, and I think there was one more in there, Newport. So a little respect for the NFL there from Coach Kenzie. He knows good programs to play to get him ready for sectionals.
Well, the Amherst changed classifications this year too, I think from A1 to AA. Anyway, it's Amherst with the ball in Garbo. Now Grayson Baumgartner, who's had a great game. He drives. His drive is cut off. Sent it into the corner. Now Asa Vandy back to Baumgartner. He'll take a long-range three. Good! Grayson Baumgartner drains the three, and it's a 4-point lead for Amherst.
And that was a college three. So he can hit from the perimeter.
Tursky into the front court. Driving, and they get it to the other big man, but has it knocked away from Ivan Pozlowski. And Clarence gets the possession again. Overhauled shot is no good, and look who's got the rebound. I'll give you a while. Take a wild guess. Grayson Baumgartner to Adam Sarzinski. Now into the corner. Asa Vandy for three. Good. Back-to-back threes for Amherst, and they open up a 7-point lead. I think that's the biggest lead of the night in this game. Now into the front court. Clarence coming back the other way. Harper McKenzie. And once again, it goes off the hands of Ivan Pozlowski. And it's a jump ball, and the arrow this time says Clarence.
Yeah, Ivan's coach probably come in there, give us a couple of good minutes to give some people some rest.
Well,
it's unfortunate there because he was in great position there. All the player had to do was just give him a simple, good little pocket bounce pass there, and he would have finished it most likely.
Well, unfortunately, his hands betrayed him both times. He couldn't handle the ball. Very unfortunate for him. Tursky now, and Garbo cuts off his path to the basket, and they try to force that one to Tursky, and it's a turnover. And away goes Sarzinski. He'll go right to the basket, put it up and in. Adam Sarzinski, and it's a 9-point lead for Amherst.
Well, it's not how many you score, it's when you score, and the veteran scored right when his team needed it the most.
So Clarence coming back the other way. Jake Overhault holds high over his head, goes right down the paint, kicks it out to Brinkerhoff off the back of the iron, no good. Brinkerhoff gets it again, goes down the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Thomas McCarthy. Here goes Baumgartner, and he'll dish that one off to Sarzinski, who scores, and it's 47-36. Amherst by 11 as the Tigers begin to pull away, and Clarence takes a timeout, and so will we. 5:56 to play. Fourth quarter, Amherst 47, Clarence 36.
Logistics Plus is
boys basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Amherst has opened up an 11-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Clarence has some work to do. And we've got the big man, Brody Kaufman, back into the game for Clarence. And
Coach Kenzie's got one on the ball. Expect a trap, or it's just straight man. But still making him work, getting the ball up, keeping the pressure on.
Overhauled into the front court. Asa Vandy guarding him. Overhauled. Tried to drive through two players. Couldn't do it. They maintain possession. He'll get the ball back. Overhauled will. He'll get it to Tursky. Tursky now near side to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff drives. He runs into the big man in Garbo. In Garbo. And the whistle blew for a foul. It's a non-shooting foul.
Great opportunity here for Clarence, but they got to stay solid in their screens. 2-3 zone for Amherst on the baseline, out of bounds.
And Clarence will inbound it, far side to Brinkerhoff. And they'll try to send it to Kaufman in the middle, and it's knocked out of bounds by Amherst. They're not going to allow him to do that.
Well, it was number 4 had it on his mind. He was going to put the ball, and all he had to do is just either take the shot or get it to his center, and he dribbled into the teeth of the defense.
And now driving right into traffic is Overhauled. That shot put up by Clarence, no good, and the rebound gets knocked out of bounds by Amherst. And it'll still be Clarence ball. Clarence really having to do some work to try to get a basket here. Overhauled will inbound.
Through hard work, they're earning opportunities, second and third opportunities. So.
Well, it's interesting. It's like all 4 of the Clarence players were lined up at the free throw line. And Amherst had all that space under the basket. 3 from the corner is no good. That rebound stolen. Now Kaufman puts it up, no good. And Clarence will get the ball again. It's Overhauled, or Brinkerhoff rather.
Mismatch inside, they didn't see it.
And Jackson Tursky for 3 is no good. Brody Kaufman gets the rebound. That looked like double dribble to me. There's the shot block and the foul. I swear he dribbled twice, but they didn't call that. I could have seen it wrong, but the foul, I think, is on the big man in Garbo.
Well, he got away with a push in the lower back of Ngarbo to get that separation for that offensive board. So I was kind of hoping the ref would bite the whistle on Ngarbo's block, because then you're even, you know. But, again, Clarence missed him wide open underneath the basket yet again. How you cannot look there first is beyond me.
Well, now we're getting the big man out for Amherst. He'll take a break, and Noah Giles will come in. Brody Kaufman missed the first free throw, He missed them both. And the ball's batted, and Amherst comes with it, and Coach Kenzie takes a timeout. We'll take our last timeout of the night. Amherst 47, Clarence 36. You're watching Section 6 boys basketball on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the 2s. Get the help you deserve.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey.
And we're back. Ball stolen by Clarence. Brody Kaufman. Long pass up ahead into the front court to Overholt. Spinning shot and around and in for Overholt. Big bucket there for Clarence. They really needed that. Sarzinski gets around Brinkerhoff, gets it into Grayson Baumgartner, and there he goes, right to the basket, lays it up and in. Grayson Baumgartner is having the game of his life. He's been fabulous. Whenever they've needed a bucket, he's delivered, and there he knocks the ball out of bounds.
Well, what an impressive athlete on both ends and a hard-working player. So if your best player is going to be your hardest worker, you're going to have a darn good team.
And Clarence gets it in, and Tursky drives toward the basket, puts it up, misses. Kaufman gets the rebound, puts up the reverse layup. That won't go. And Baumgartner comes away with the ball. They've got a 4-on-1. Baumgartner right to the basket. He missed the layup, and the rebound is taken by Clarence. They'll get it ahead to Kaufman, Brody Kaufman. He'll lay it up and in, and it's 49-41. 49-40 rather, excuse me. And we get another timeout. What a sequence there.
Well, to come out of the timeout, Coach Kenzie called a great timeout on the sideline because his player was in trouble. He could sense there was going to be something bad to happen. So they had a timeout, and they came out, and they turned it over and gave the other team 2 points on the other side within 10 seconds. And I can guarantee you that's everything what he said not to do. But then, so they have a great block here on the center with three hard-working smaller players, but they come down here and went a little too fast on the 2-on-1. That ends up 44, gets a free layup down on this end. So really strange change of events, but they didn't give them the points on the scoreboard.
Well, I'm not sure which one is correct. It says 49-38 on the scoreboard in the building. Ours says 49, and now they corrected it.
Okay, there it is.
So our scoreboard was right. Nice job, Heidi, as always.
Yeah.
49-40 is correct. It's Amherst by 9.
There's a lot of time. We've seen it this previous game. Jamestown had the 7-point lead, and then sort of the same thing happened with this game, right? St. Joe's came out to start the fourth quarter and really took it from Jamestown, but Jamestown fought back into it. So if you're Amherst, and you got one on the ball here, this is probably a trap. There's the trap.
Oh, and a turnover. Baumgartner threw that one away. The three, no good, taken by Overholt. And once again, another steal. That time Overholt scores, and it's 49-42. Clarence putting on full court pressure. Sarzinski into the front court to Baumgartner, to McCarthy rather. Now Baumgartner.
Nice job on Amherst pulling it out.
Baumgartner, long cross-court pass, intercepted by Nate Arnold.
That's a fatigue turnover right there, Stu.
Arnold into the front court. Clarence with a chance to close the gap. Brinkerhoff, short jump shot, no good off the back iron. Oh, Brody Kaufman, and he got the bucket. Nice play by the big man. And now we have a 5-point game. More full court pressure, under 3 to play. Almost stolen again. McCarthy comes up with it into the front court. Sarzinski, bounce pass to Noah Giles. He can't get it to go, taken away by Clarence. And here come the Red Devils back into the front court one more time. Brinkerhoff into the paint, stops, gets it out to Kaufman, into the corner to Overholt, and he has it stolen by Sarzinski. Back the other way, up ahead for Noah Giles. He'll lay it up and in, and it's 51-44. A huge bucket right there. As Clarence had Amherst on their heels, threw a couple of blows, and Amherst survived and then scored.
Yeah, Clarence gave Amherst a taste of their own medicine with some good full court trapping and then trapping in the front court. But they just had a golden opportunity. They just scored 4 points. What was it, 44-49, so 5-point game. And you know who it was Baumgartner on the back tip. The Clarence player had beat him on the baseline, and he gave him the old back tip from behind into Straczynski's hands. So Baumgartner again makes a great play, redeeming himself from that poor decision where he threw the ball cross court. That's what I was saying late in these games, fatigue plays.
A lot of times that cross court pass is not necessary and very risky. I'm sure coaches probably hate it.
Yeah, especially this juncture of the game.
Yeah. Well, what do you hate more? A three-pointer not taken by a three-point shooter or a cross-court pass? You're sitting there going, don't shoot that, and it goes in?
Cross-court pass.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, especially when you got a 9-point lead, 8-point lead. You don't want to help the other team,
right,
Stu.
Right.
So if it's late in the clock and Stu Boyer gets a shot to shoot a three, that's the shot we're given. He's got to take it.
You don't want me shooting it, but thank you. I do appreciate that. It's Clarence ball. Less than 2.5 left in regulation. Red Devils. Overhaul drives, cuts his drive off. Stolen. Declan Smith back in the game. Smith goes right to the basket, lays it up and in, and it's 53-44. Glad to see Declan Smith back in the game after he banged his head hard on the court. Now Clarence back the other way.
A beautiful left-handed layup by Declan.
Overhauled. Puts it up, won't go, tipped up in the air. Asa Vandy gets the rebound. He's immediate. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball there. Overhaul tied him up. Arrow says the ball goes to Amherst. And now the clock beginning to work against Clarence.
And if you notice there, Overhaul, fatigue, energy away from the rim, not to the rim. But back in that trap, it's a nice trap with the 6'4" player on the ball.
Yeah, Nate Arnold. And they'll get it into Declan Smith to Grayson Baumgartner. Baumgartner goes right to the basket and scores. Oh, that kind of looked like a moving pick to me in Garbo.
No, he got pushed from behind.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
Two-handed push. He tried to push the player into him. It should have been a foul.
That's what kind of what I was getting at, but okay. And Clarence will turn it. No, they do not. They do not turn it over. That was close. Good defense there by Amherst. They Tigers by 11 here in the late going. Less than a minute and a half to play. Clarence desperately needs a basket. They get it to Brody Kaufman. He had a shot blocked by Ngarbo. Ball's loose on the floor. Nate Arnold can't see it quickly enough to pick it up, and it'll stay with Amherst. That's a bit of a break as the big man Ngarbo rumbles down the court with Brody Kaufman. Now Straczynski. Straczynski long pass to Grayson Baumgartner. He'll drive on Kaufman, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. Grayson Baumgartner, what a night for him, and it's 57-44 Amherst.
And I'll tell you why he did that, Stu, because he's a fierce competitor, and he has seen Brody Kaufman getting physical out there, and he's put a few of his teammates to the floor. So he took a peek at him, and he says, I'm going to go after you. And that's what he did with a good, clean, good aggressive inside finish there with the and one, and that's called the cherry on the sundae.
Yeah, he made the free throw. It's a 14-point lead. That's the kind of kid you want on your team. That's a senior leader.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Give me the ball, I'll make it happen, and he did. He's done it all night. He's done everything for this team tonight.
He really has. On both ends of the floor, he's had excellent passing except for the late one.
Notice you brought that up again.
Well, he's redeemed it, though. He's had deflections. He's had good, strong, incredible drives to the basket. He's had great moves to the basket when the defense has been there. He's made the right basketball plays several times. And then I made the point, well, stop pressuring him because you can't stop his drive. Why don't you back off him a little bit, see if he can shoot, and he nails the top of the key NBA three-point shot. So Coach Ken, like I said earlier, I assume he's their best player, and I always make the point, if your best player is your hardest worker, you're going to have a really good season.
Well, let's put it this way. He's their best player tonight by far.
Absolutely.
They've been the best player in this game by far.
No doubt about it.
And he's a big reason why Amherst has a 14-point lead with 1:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll see how this unfolds.
And you could even make the claim all three games he's been the most impressive.
I think so.
So
I mean, Trey Palfrey was very good for Nichols, but
yep.
I think Grayson Baumgartner has been, as you say, the best player of the night that we've seen on the floor here for all three games. And Amherst still relentless with the pressure as Smith is guarding Overhaul. Now it's Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff will hand it off to Tursky. Aaron Ostrov and Clarence looking to get a shot away. Tursky puts it on the floor. He'll take a short jump shot and score and make it 58-46. And Colin Quinn will take a timeout as they are now they're just about out of time. I don't see any way you can score 12 points.
Well, to my point, though, on the offensive end, they got the ball into 44, which broke down the defense. The pass went back out, so now the defender's racing on them. So then that player was driven on. And again, the defense was shifted, and now they're running out at the Clarence shooter here on the wing. And he says, okay, he attacks that high foot, 2-dribble, nice efficient pull-up jumper. That right there, that has to be the identity of Clarence moving forward this season.
Even with all those big guys.
Well, but it all started with the inside pass, is my point. They started the offense, that stanza right there, went into the center, and they played through him. Because it appears to me tonight that you've got one team that knows their identity. This is who we are, this is how we're going to play, and this is how we're going to attack you. And then Clarence just seems to be not there just quite yet, but I see tremendous potential in Clarence to really do some damage in that IC1. They've got everything they need, but they're going to you find out a lot about your team in these games, win or lose, Stu. And right now they're seeing that they can throw a little press too.
Grayson Baumgartner now with the ball, and almost stole it, but he got it back. Gets it to Zzinski. He's triple teamed and fouled. So they will inbound the ball on the far side in front of the scorer's table. Declan Smith gets it in. Goes right through the big man's leg. Ball loose on the floor. Brody Kaufman tried to block that pass, couldn't do it, and Garbo scores. And it's 60-46. Tough night for Clarence. Tursky, far side to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff has it knocked up in the air. Now comes to Aaron Ostrov for 3. Off the back iron, no good, and Amherst will win that rebounding battle. Sarzinski trying to get away from Tursky. He's fouled by Tursky.
Well, was it a 1-point game going into the fourth?
It was close at halftime, and they broke it open, I think, here in the fourth quarter, I think.
Clarence had the lead at half because they hit the 3, and I want to say it was a one-possession game going into that fourth quarter, and hats off to Amherst. They came out and stole it in that first 3 minutes of that fourth quarter.
And they will dribble it out here, and that'll be the final score. Amherst beats Clarence by a final score of 60-46. A great night, and I do mean a great night for Grayson Baumgartner, the senior guard. He was tremendous. Now the players will shake hands, and we'll wrap it up from here. Our producer, Heidi Gunther, our photographers, Russ Battaglia and Mike Goodberry, Ryan Mountain, our color man. My name is Stu Boyer. The winners tonight, Nichols, St. Joe's, and Amherst. And once again, the final score of this one, Amherst 60, Clarence 46. And thank you, Ryan Mountain, and thanks most of all to you for watching. Have a good night, everybody.
1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy with
first ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
did he bring it in? He did.